Hi, my name is Derek Fye, and I have a fantastic idea for a nail-biting thriller called The Pit and the Pendulum. The story begins with an unnamed prisoner who has been captured by the Spanish Inquisition during the late 1400s. He has been tried by the ghostly Inquisition judges for being an enemy. The intense pressure of his trial, especially having been found guilty and sentenced to death, causes him to collapse into unconsciousness. He awakens to a room shrouded in darkness without the slightest shred of light. Dazed and confused, he reaches out and finds a wall that he then follows in an attempt to figure out where he is. During his blind exploration, he suddenly trips and almost falls into a seemingly endless pit that he then realizes was almost a watery grave for him. Even in his dire situation, he is unable to avoid the natural desire for drink and food that has been provided for him by his captors. Never suspecting anything, he soon realizes it was drugged as he falls unconscious once again. When he returns to consciousness, he finds himself strapped to a wooden rack on the ground. He quickly spots something swinging ever so slightly back and forth in the shadows cast from a silver light toward the top of his cell. He soon identifies the object as a pendulum of death that is slowly descending closer and closer to him that he cannot escape. He also notices ravenous rats just waiting for his demise. Out of the corner of his eye, he spots some food he had not yet eaten. Using what little free movement he has of one of his arms, he grabs the food and smears it all over the body as far as he is able. He lies perfectly still, imitating a corpse. Within seconds, he is covered with rats, biting at his face, chewing on his neck, with teeth gnashing at his binds that hold him tightly in place. As the pendulum continues to creep within inches of slicing him into two, he feels the binding loosening from the efforts of the ferocious rodents. With not a second to spare, he is free and escapes certain death just in the nick of time. He thinks he has survived, but he soon finds out how wrong he is, as he's made well aware of it by his captors putting their next plan into action. The walls of his prison light up with a burning red color as they are superheated and begin slowly closing in towards our main character. Where can he go? What can he do? Does he end his own life by jumping into the pit? Should he thrust his beaten body onto the scorching hot walls of iron to end his torture? Just before being crushed, burned, or drowned to death, standing on the edge of fate, help arrives in the form of the Inquisition's enemy, the French army. He's a prisoner no more, rescued by the commanding officer who saves him to fight another day.